Well, this is a story that is grabbing national headlines as well, and we have new images tonight inside the cell where disgraced billionaire Jeffrey Epstein was found dead, and a blistering report from the Department of Justice. There's no foul play involved, but there were issues with his custody, care, and how he was supervised. The Department of Justice Inspector General explains what he uncovered.
Epstein was found hanged in his locked cell within the prison's secure special housing unit. The New York City's Office of the Chief Medical Examiner determined that Epstein died by suicide.
Department of Justice Inspector General Michael Horowitz didn't find any foul play into how Jeffrey Epstein died, but did say the Federal Bureau of Prisons made several key failures.
We determined that MCC New York staff failed to ensure Epstein was assigned a cellmate following an incident on July 23rd, where Epstein was found unresponsive in his cell with a cloth wrapped around his neck.
The Inspector General also found that inmates weren't frequently checked on and their cells weren't inspected. Epstein spent 36 days at the now shuttered Metropolitan Correctional Center in Manhattan. 2 weeks before his death, he was placed on suicide watch for 31 hours after a failed suicide attempt. The workers tasked with guarding Epstein the night he died were working overtime. One of them, not normally assigned to guard prisoners, was working a fifth straight day of overtime. The other was working mandatory overtime.
Had Epstein's cell been searched as required, it would have revealed that Epstein had excess prison blankets, linens, and clothing in his cell. MCC New York staff also failed to ensure that the institution's security camera system was fully functional.
Horowitz pointed to 13 employees with poor performance and recommended charges against 6 workers. Only the 2 workers tasked with guarding Epstein were charged, avoiding jail time and a plea deal after admitting to falsifying logs. The report offered 8 recommendations for the Bureau of Prisons to make changes and ultimately says the victims didn't get what they deserved.
The BOP's failures are troubling, not only because the BOP didn't adequately safeguard an individual in its custody, but also because they led to questions about the circumstances surrounding Epstein's death and effectively deprived Epstein's numerous victims of the opportunity to seek justice